Warning, the video you are about to watch is part of my daily uploads Twitch marathon. Therefore, the quality of the video and commentary may be different from my regular uploads. Alright, we are now streaming live. So, I don't know what civs are yet. It is British versus French. Okay, hello and welcome everybody. Interjection here from the Nation of Warriors with another 1v1 commentary. Today, over here to the south of the map, we have Green, Veni Vidi VCW, possibly one of the best team game players in the game at the moment, without a doubt, I can say that. Playing a little bit 1v1, he's very good at 1v1 as well. And over here we have Yellow, Nuvar. Haven't heard of him before, but I think he is quite highly ranked. So this will be a pretty interesting game. And we will, first of all though, before anything gets happening, let's take a look at those crates there. We see one coin crate for French there, and the British also starting with a coin as well. Can't be sure how many wood and food they had, but never mind. I guess we'll be able to tell depending on what they build. Looks like he's collecting Green's collecting a little bit of wood right now. I guess that he's either going for an early market or 2 manas, I guess. Going for the market there, we can see that it's already up. French also going for a market over here. Obviously, they both want to get that hunting dogs upgrade costing 50 wood, 50 coin, and then obviously 10% bonus to your hunts. But before we really get going, let's take around the map. We're going to have a look at the huntable animal distribution. Green has one nicely placed herd over here, putting that mana up over here. Obviously, a little bit of line of sight, going to extend his line of sight in age 2, help him see any incoming raids. But also that settler can get to work nice and quickly on these bison, and that is a nicely placed herd. But Yellow, not so fortunate, does not have such good herds as we can see. This one is quite far away. It's still herdable. He has found it with his explorer, but this one pronghorn herd also not so good. And obviously pronghorn, they only take 2 shots to kill, and there's not as many animals in the herd, so it's not as good over here. But I think we see a little bit of conflict over here. Green going for 95 wood, already committed to the treasure. Obviously his crack shot my apologies there, he's crack shot the outlaw rifleman, so now he has to go all in. Yellow or crack shot it. Who got that? Venny got it, so Green managed to get that, even though Yellow was there trying to steal it. A little bit of early conflict, trying to grab the... I keep calling it the 135 wood treasure, because that is what it is worth on the vanilla. But the Bazwood treasure on the Asian Dynasties, which we are playing right now, is only worth 95 wood. Possibly because trading posts are cheaper. Okay, so Yellow now in hand combat with Green's Explorer. He's gone into hand combat, and obviously any unit, once it is in hand combat, is the speed of that unit is reduced, as we can see here. 2.9 speed for the Green Explorer and 4.5 for the Yellow one. So obviously, Yellow also bringing in a Carrera. I don't think it's gonna help with the battle here, but it's obviously coming into herd. Yes. So I'm a little bit concerned about my frames per second. I don't know. Can anybody tell me if the game is lagging at all? I think that might be me. I hope not,
yes.
Though. Okay, so it was me. But it seems to have stopped. So if that keeps going, I might have to stop streaming. Stop using fraps. Yes, they think it's the 8-player observers, but it's not. It's me. Okay, actually, Venny's listening right now, so he knows it's me. But it is stopped, so hopefully that won't happen again, and we can continue to stream. But now, looks like Green heading back to his base, wants to save that Explorer perhaps, but we'll take a look at that. 3 manas in age 1. I say in age 1, he could be aging. I don't think he is, but that's a lot of manas in age 1. It looks like he's collected some wood for that. Obviously, he did find the 95 wood. So that, that's going to help him out over here. But I guess, Green have not really been able to do a lot of exploring here. He came up around here, found the Bazwood treasure, which he was fortunate enough to get despite Yellow harassing him. It looks like it's slowing down a lot again. I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, it seems to have stopped again. But, yeah, Green not being able to do a lot of scouting because now his Explorer is being harassed. I think what he might do is shoot one of these coyotes, the wolf over here, and then that wolf will kill his Explorer. As we can see here, the wolf's now going to kill his Explorer. There we go, and that means Yellow does not get the kill XP. Obviously, when you kill an Explorer, you get 45 XP for doing so, and obviously because Mother Nature has in theory killed the Explorer, Yellow is not going to get that experience, and that is a nice way to stop your opponent here. But obviously, looks like Green is now aging. Obviously, the settlers on wood. You need to obviously get to age 2 as fast as you can, so all settlers usually on food, unless you're going for an early market, as we see here. But there is these houses, these 3 manas, and that's quite a lot. Normally, I was expecting only 1, especially if he's going for an early market. But what is Yellow doing? We'll see if that is the case once he has aged up. But Looks like with regards to hunts, Green only the one hunt in his base at the moment, and two very close by, which will be, not very close by, I guess, but they are close by. That should make a nice late game for the British player over there. But the yellow, this scout in what is it, the spy mode where it cannot be seen. Anyway, we'll take a look at the post game so far. I'm going to take a look at villager count. We can see red much further ahead, 19 settlers. The French player only 14, but we have to take into consideration that 14 multiplied by 1.25 is equal to 17.5. So actually, I think if we go back, what was it? He was on 19, wasn't he? Villager count. No, he's now on 20. So obviously, yellow not as far behind as we thought he was, but obviously because French settlers are worth 25% more than a regular settler, that yellow's brought his herd in quite nice there. So yellow aging up sooner than green, as I expected. They're aged up with 400 wood. Is he gonna go for any forward buildings? Doesn't look like it. No forward settlers. Green sending a forward settler, so perhaps green is going to be a bit more aggressive with the British, which isn't seen too often. He's also, green has aged up. He has chosen to age up with 200 coin and an outpost. Looks like he's going to put the outpost on these hunts over here. Two nicely placed hunts. This settler coming back, obviously it's been found by yellow's explorer, so I can't see him I just can't see him going for a forward building, or perhaps it was just intended to herd here anyway. I can't be sure. We'll take a look at what his first shipment is in a moment. So we see a barracks going up in his base, so obviously not playing aggressively here, and a stable going up for yellow, which to me signals a 5 or 10 hussar semi-FF, most likely the 5, because 10 hussars is quite a lot of resources, and obviously with those 5 hussars we'll most likely see him running around the map trying to kill a few settlers before he goes to age 3 for that Fortress Age army with his nice economy. The French can get quite a nice economy, that 4 Carrera de Bois shipment before you go Fortress Age, but we'll take a look at that. I could be wrong, he might not be doing that at all. We see 700 wood from the British player to begin with. That is pretty standard for a high-ranked British match. That's going to get him some manners, possibly a second barracks or a stable, and perhaps obviously some upgrades from the market as well. I can't see the upgrades, but we can guess. We'll definitely see some more manners going up. Actually, now I'm going to take a look at what time he aged at with those 3 early manners. Not actually that far off. He aged at, was it here, like about 5 minutes, I guess. I guess that is fairly long. And we see the French player at 4:41, so like 20 seconds sooner or something. But these manners didn't slow him down as much as I thought they would. So perhaps he had some extra wood sitting around, which he was able to make use of. So what is yellow doing? Have we seen any shipments from him yet? I think he might have sent 4 Carreras, so I'm just going to verify that with the villager graph. We see here that he has sent the 4 Carrera shipment. I think that there could be five settlers from Veni. We'll just load the graph up again. Okay, we see four hussars, not quite the 5. Perhaps he was trying to get 5, but missed one by mistake. Perhaps, that sometimes happens. I think that looks like it probably was the 5 settlers from Veni there, unless it was settlers from Manners, but I can't be sure. We see 3 Manners there. A couple of manners up here, so more like I'm torn between that little jump on the settler graph could be the 3 settlers that we see from the manners, but it could be the 5 settler shipment. We'll keep taking a look at that graph every now and again to see how it changes. But a second barracks going up here, so looks like a musketeer mass here. He might add a few longbowmen, who knows. That settler running around, making the cavalry move, and perhaps he was trying to save the settler as well. But we lost a settler there, unfortunate for green. But I do not think that it was worth it for yellow, because he lost what was at least 2 cavalry, I saw, possibly more. We see, obviously, if we take a note at how green is building his buildings, as you can see, they're building kind of like a little wall. It's not a fully functional wall, but it definitely creates some pathing issues if we have, say, a longbow mass behind them, or musketeers, even anything behind this. It means cavalry are going to find it very difficult to get through the buildings. They have to go through the cracks, and then they're being funneled through, and it really does create some pathing issues for the cavalry, meaning that they cannot, straight up attack. They have to walk around more, and obviously that is all playing around in green's favour here. So I imagine, we see 2 barracks from yellow. I didn't see them go up. How silly of me. That must mean he's not going fortress, as I said. It's not a 5 hussar semi-FF. It looks like a more colonial-based agenda. So obviously green putting on a little bit of early pressure. I'm going to take a look at that settler graph again, because we see 2 barracks in a stable. So it looks like he's being more aggressive now. Perhaps he's sending the, I imagine, I personally think it might be the coin shipment. It doesn't look like it is. So village population. So we lost one there and a second one there. So a few raids from yellow going on, but just looks like I don't think he sent 5 settlers. I think it just is the houses that he's built, and now he's under pressure. Okay, so we see a little bit of yellow obviously attacking these in his base. Going to lose another settler there, but at the expense of 2 hussars. Is it worth it? That is the question. So we see that stable has gone down. Looks like red has sent the 8 crossbowman shipment. I'll just try and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 crossbowmen. So that's definitely. We'll take a look at. I'll show you yellow's deck here. 8 crossbowmen in age 2. When the French player or even a British player feels pressured, they'll either send the 6 longbowmen or their 6 musketeers. Obviously, the French there would likely send 8 crossbowmen, which we can see here. So he probably feels a little bit pressured if he's sending that. But it's clearly not an all-in rush, so it must be something more defensive. Not going to engage here, as you can see. He's walking back. Doesn't want to fight that. Perhaps he's waiting on a shipment. Perhaps he's waiting on a batch of 10 musketeers. Obviously, there's 2 barracks there. I don't know what he wants to do. Maybe he'll put some settlers in the town centre. But Green playing very aggressively for a British player. We see 10 more musketeers, and I do not. We'll take a look at the wood shipment. I want to take. I can't be sure if he sent that. What is it? Wood. Here we are. That looks okay. That does look that's a very large. That looks like the 700, and then obviously that could be the 600 wood there. So it looks like he has sent a lot of wood, which is why he has a ton of manners, I guess. Obviously that's going to help him boom, and also he needs the manners, obviously the population to be aggressive with. But it looks like, yes, he lost his unit. I don't know if I missed something there, but maybe 10 musketeers popped out, and he hasn't called minutemen yet. So I guess it was just some musketeers popping out of the barracks, well timed. And then obviously he's going to use those 10 which popped out in combination with the rest of his army, obviously to fend the green player away. Obviously it's nice to wait for the next few units, but that's that. Green not going in. What is going on? More raids over here, but obviously green mixing in some hussars now. Perhaps I don't think anyone's going fortress just yet. Units still being trained, so obviously green just pumping out units now with the powerhouse British economy, but not a full-out boom. A little bit of aggression, actually. I think this is. I might try and emulate this when I next play British, being more aggressive. I was sending 700 wood, 5 settlers, 600 wood, 4 settlers, and then like exotic hardwoods and the economic upgrades. But here it just looks like he's being a lot more aggressive. We'll take a look at the fight. Okay, so there isn't a lot going on there, so we will go back, and I'm going to look at villager count again. As we can see, green on 41, yellow on 29, a little bit of more conflict there going on, but I don't think green will play that much longer. I think he will leave a waste of units there, I think. So yellow definitely has the upper hand in that fight. So yes, now green leaving, perhaps he wasn't aware of the fight. I don't know. Obviously, everyone... Anyway, so let's take a look at the... That's the notepad. No, we want the calculator. Yes, so here is the calculator. How many settlers did he have? Yellow has. Let's take a look at villager count yet again. Yellow has 30 settlers. Green has 42. So we'll have to do 30, whatever it was. We'll just do 30 multiplied by 1.25. There we are, 37. So it's actually not that. Yellow's not that far behind. In terms of score, though, green is leading the game. Obviously, yellow does have a larger mass, but the British economy, hopefully that can keep up for Veni here. What can we expect from later on in the game, though? I do not know. We have 2 barracks, I guess, and the stable, so it looks like just musketeers for now. Yellow going over here, perhaps he's trying to defend the raids, obviously. Veni now mixing in cavalry as well, trying to get some hussar kills. Sorry, some settler kills. And whilst the yellow musketeers are away defending the raid, we can see green being aggressive here, trying to bring down the barracks and cause some problems back in his base. So perhaps yellow will perhaps not send all of his army to defend against the raid, perhaps just do next time. As we can see, he's lost the barracks there, which was, bringing the hussars in. He lost, how many hussars has he lost? Doesn't look like he has any remaining. Perhaps he did lose all of them, but he managed to kill a barracks from that. Now going to leave because yellow's mass is undoubtedly larger. Have we seen? We see plus 22 hit points on these musketeers and 26 attacks. So actually, Veni has actually sent both the home city upgrades. Obviously, I cannot see that when they arrive, but obviously these units are being upgraded 15% quickness and 15% attack. So these musketeers, green musketeers are superior to yellows. But will it be enough? Obviously, yellow has the number advantage here. Is the hit points and the attack going to be enough to clear up this fight? Minutemen being called, and I do not think green will continue to fight this Minutemen every ride, yes, he's leaving now. As we can see, Minutemen having 26 range damage. You get 6 Minutemen for 150 coin and 150 food. And but to be honest, that is very very good investment. Actually, no, it's hardly an investment. They're definitely worth it if you're being pressured, but the catch there is obviously they do not last very long. They lose hit points very quickly until they have just 1 hit point remaining. But as we can see on the map right now, well, not on the map, but with regards to the score, my apologies for this lag, if anybody is yes, it's because I'm streaming on Twitch and recording with Fraps at the same time. So we have with regards to score, green has 146 score points and yellow has 118. So yellow's mass is larger. Actually, I'm going to verify that whilst this fight. Okay, I'm quickly going to go and look. Okay, yellow calling GG, but military unit count here, as you can see, green is actually higher, 42 units. Yellow still going down. If we go back to the game here, yellow has resigned. So I'm going to say GG. It was a good game. Okay, so apparently I can't actually, maybe if I go to view post game I can type GG in there, so I can be polite. But there we go. Hopefully they will rematch and I can cast another one on Twitch. But that is the first game live on Twitch. Hopefully that was an alright video. Hopefully you'll enjoy that. But obviously the games aren't going to be excellent. They're not going to be amazing because I can't pick and choose the recordings. I'm just going to obviously watch live games and cast them and see how it goes. But yeah, 13 minutes, well, 14-minute game there. I'm now going to stop recording with Fraps. Thank you very much for watching, everybody.